Hi everybody, welcome to the dive brief. So it's March and it's almost dive season time. So we're all dusting off our dive equipment and getting new bits and bobs. But also it's the beginning of the 2021 diving season. So that means all the latest and greatest and newest scuba diving equipment is starting to drop on the website simplyscuba.com. So let's take a closer look at some of the interesting things that are heading up in new in. First up is a small thing, and these are the XDeep sliding D-rings. So this is more for the backplate and harness scuba divers out there, just using standard traditional 2-inch webbing. But with these D-rings, instead of having a tri-glider and then fixing them in position on your harness, these actually have a rolling section so you can relocate those D-rings whilst you're actually in the water. So this is primarily useful for divers who are diving with aluminium stage cylinders whose buoyancy changes during the dive. So if you want to side mount them, they end up floating a bit too much. So what you can do is you either fit a separate D-ring further down to keep them a bit more trim, or you can get a sliding D-ring now. This one comes in a pair, so you get 2 of them, so you can put one wherever you want. But during the dive, if you need to relocate that D-ring for whatever reason, you can do it in the water. But if you do apply some tension to that D-ring by clipping something off, it's not going to budge. So very, very clever. And if you need some kind of sliding D-ring, it's definitely worth checking out. These are made out of stainless steel, so it's all very strong. Check them out. There'll be a link down in the description below. So as lockdown starts to ease up, more and more dive sites, mainly the inside dive sites, they're opening up again, as well as the dive centres, of course. But it's still March, so things are still kind of cold. So I always tend to sort of look at something that can keep me dry but keep me warm between dives. So looking at something practical, and that's what the fourth element poncho is for. So this is a way of just very quickly after a dive, throw this on either over your wetsuit or as soon as you get out of your suit, and that way it gives you that protective shell before the dive or between dives or after the dive, just to keep the rain and spray off of your back. It's got a fleecy lining on the inside, so you're getting drier and staying warmer, and it's quite eco-friendly as well. Fourth Element are always good. They always have that focus on the environmentally friendly fabrics as well. So this is a great way of a waterproof poncho that you can just throw on almost over anything. Has a built-in hood with a peak as well, so it's going to keep the rain out of your face. So if you're just getting kitted up and the weather starts to turn a little bit naff, then yeah, you're covered. And because it's that poncho, you can actually get changed out of your wetsuit inside of it. You're still covered up, so you're not going to be scaring the neighbors, and you're staying dry and warm inside, and then you can get into your normal clothes. So it's a good all-rounder and definitely worth an investment if you're diving in the UK. Sticking with Fourth Element and sticking with fairly cold water diving, Fourth Element have turned their Arctic material into a everyday hoodie. So if you've been dry suit diving for any amount of time, especially here in the UK, dime a dozen, you'll have heard of the Fourth Element Arctic undersuit. It's a staple for a lot of divers, especially here as well as abroad. A lot of professional diving groups have invested in Arctic because the material itself is relatively low bulk, but it is very, very warm. And Fourth Element had now turned it into a hoodie, so you can wear it day to day. And if you wear it as an undersuit, you'll know just how warm it can be. So if you want a hoodie made out of it, then that's available as well. Again, the link will be down in the description below. Sticking with undersuits, but in this case we're pivoting to wetsuits and undersuits that you can actually take under the water. We're taking a look at the Apex Thermic carbon core. So this is it's basically a wetsuit alternative. So it's a 3-layered material that you can wear as basically a thermal rash vest. You can wear this underneath your dry suit, but you can also wear it underneath your wetsuit, or you can wear it all by itself. It's made as a a thermal rash vest that you can wear on the surface to keep you warm, or you can wear it in the water and it will act like a 2mm neoprene wetsuit, but it doesn't contain any neoprene. So if you do have an allergy to neoprene, then this could be a suitable alternative. Check out the Thermic carbon core. It comes in men's and women's long sleeve and short sleeve, and it's a great addition to your kit bag because yeah, you can wear this as a thermal rash vest just whilst snorkeling or whilst scuba diving, just to keep your core nice and warm. But you can also wear it underneath your wetsuit so that your wetsuit's a little bit warmer. But then if you turn to your dry suit when it gets really cold, you can wear it under your dry suit as well. It's not as efficient as a full-blown dry suit undersuit, but you can wear this in combination with your dry suit undersuit, again, just to boost the warmth over your core. Sticking with Apex, we're looking at their new range of dive torches. So the first one is the Lunar Mini, which I adore. It reminds me a lot of the Simply Scuba Mark 1 dive torch, if you remember that, except this one comes in 4 different colors, so bright, entertaining colors, but on the inside, the torch itself is fantastic. So for a lot of recreational divers, this will be more than enough for a primary dive torch. This will be the only dive torch you ever need because it has different power settings, maximum of 1000 lumens, which is brighter than I tend to use on a night dive out in the Red Sea, and then you can program it down. Rechargeable battery on the inside. Very, very easy to use, nice compact size, and it's factory sealed as well. So you recharge it through the body of the torch, means that you never have to undo any kind of mechanism. You never have to worry about the O-rings or anything. So it'll be the only dive torch that most divers ever really need. Sticking with torches, if your diving ever takes you somewhere darker or murkier though, and you want a torch that has a little bit more oomph, then it's definitely worth checking out the bigger brother to the Lunar Mini, the Luna. So the Apex Luna can kick out 2000 lumens of bright white light, so it's twice as much as the Lunar Mini, but the body of the torch itself isn't that much bigger. One extra benefit of this is that it comes with a Goodman style handle, so that means you can attach the torch to the back of your hand, meaning that you can still use your hand, you can still signal with your buddy whilst maintaining a strong, secure grip on your torch. So again, factory sealed, you recharge it through the body of the torch and it kicks out. You get all sorts of different power settings, but one of the best features about it is on the back, instead of just a traffic light system that roughly tells you how much battery life you have remaining, this tells you exactly how much battery time you have remaining in minutes. So it'll tell you exactly how long your torch is going to last at each given power setting. So if you want a serious dive torch that I really, really like, check out the Apex Luna. Again, link down in the description below. Okay guys, that was the dive briefing, short and simple. Some of those are some of the sort of latest and greatest and things that have caught my eye in the new range of Simply Scuba equipment. All of these are going to be available on the website simplyscuba.com. If you can't find them on there, it just means that we're sold out because they're so darn popular. But yeah, if you're looking at buying some new piece of dive equipment and you're unsure about it, let us know down in the comments below and we'll help you out, see if there are any better recommendations we can make for you. Thank you for watching, and of course, safe diving.